Rasnick and Myerson. I guess you want to talk to me about what dysfunctional boardrooms?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was sort of flipping through the Harvard Business Review recently, and there's this an article on the persistent gender gap at the board levels, and why that happens, and what it means, and and I was kind of thinking, it doesn't surprise me any. I mean,
Right.
Apparently, on the Fortune 500 companies, apparently less than 20% of board members are women.
Right.
Is that a shock to anybody?
Well, not to me, because I'm a supporter of 2020 Women on Boards organization, a nonprofit started by Stephanie Sonnabend of the Sonesta Connection Hotels. And it's a big deal. It really is.
Well, I think it is a big deal, and I think it's kind of a shame that you end up having to have an article written about it. I mean, it's perfectly obvious. The question is, how do you fix it?
Just to give you a sense of how bad it is, I was doing a speech in Canada last year to a national association and about boards. And I said, I want to put a section into my speech about recruiting women for your boards. And I was told not to. They said, we don't see that. We don't have women in our industry, so I don't know why you'd want to have women on the boards. And I said, because you want diversity. You don't want all the same people. You want different opinions. You want to see things from a different outlook. And it's a growing segment of business. One of the fastest growing segments of business in America, North America, is women-owned businesses. So they clearly are doing something right.
Well, of course that's true, but I mean, I think the more significant question is the fundamental reason for having diversity. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether a woman is involved in a particular industry. It's the fact that they may, and I emphasize the word may, look at whatever the business model is in a different way than younger or older men or minorities or anybody else. And I just think that from a strategic business point of view, it always seems to me that the more diverse idea you have, and the more diverse ideas which you are subject to, the stronger your fundamental board ideas are. So I think that's really. It seems to me that that is really an issue. The point, I think, of the article is that talent by itself is not going to get women on the boards. It's going to require a change of the mentality and composition of the boards as a whole.